Two of these dresses are abandoned. One of them we will overhaul and turn it into a dream wedding dress instead of the nightmare that arrived in the mail. All three of these were bought online. I've fixed many terrible online purchased wedding dresses in my day, but today I'm going to show you the red flags and teach you how to spot a cheaply made dress, because not every bargain is bad. I'm going to completely refashion one of these and show you just how pretty they can become. Can you guess which one I'll rescue? Drop it down in the comments.
I'm trying to remember where each of these are from. Okay, I remember. Amazon, Shein. Now this one in its exact iteration is actually discontinued. I had a hard time getting the pictures from the young lady who purchased this, but we finally found them and I was able to get screenshots so we can kind of compare what was promised and what was advertised versus what came in the mail. But this one is discontinued, but they are still selling some dresses that are very, very similar to this dress. And I feel like that kind of happens. Like maybe they get some reviews and they decide, let's change it up a little bit. Not sure. But there's that. And I'll put the prices on here so you can know what was paid for each dress. So our first dress, one of the main issues we see right off is there's zero structure. Look at that, no boning at all. Okay, so if we were to try to salvage this dress, we would absolutely have to put some boning in it. Also, it's not just hanging crooked. This really is crooked. Like, sometimes it's like, maybe I'm holding the camera wrong. No, this one really is crooked. Also, another major problem with this dress, and also with these as well, is that it has a gathered waist, which is really very out right now. That's what gives you that like look that happens. So what we would need to do with any of these really to salvage them is to get rid of the gathered waist and give it more of a circle waist. And I'm going to show you real quick what that means. Another thing is the quality of this lace is very poor. You can see how it was embroidered on. They just took this cheaper tool and stitched this pattern on it. It's like a computer program that draws the picture with the stitches. And it's a very low quality stitch. You can tell it was done very quickly because it's a very fast zigzag with a long stitch length, lots of gaps in between each of those stitches. And the flower that it creates is just not very pretty. And it is also on a repeat. So you can see how the line kind of goes across like that. So that's generally not considered all that pretty for a dress either. So to salvage this dress, I would say she needs boning. She definitely needs some cups put in there. Let me show you the back. The back is not the prettiest corset back. This is just the regular rat tail trim, they call it, the satin piping, they would say sometimes, but typically what you do with this is you would wrap another fabric around it. It's typically not considered a finished trim on its own, but they're making it work. Whatever. So the back is not like ideal, but it's really not that bad compared to the other issues. So the final major issue with this, I would say, is the entire skirt needs to be replaced, in my opinion. Now, you might have a bride who loves it, but it's just problematic. The fabric is not good. The gathering is not good. It needs to be cut differently. It has this slit. Let me show you what they did. I'm not just pushing that out with my finger. They put a slit where there was not a seam. So they had to take it in to create these finished edges here. So typically you would see a seam come down through here that leads to the slit, and they didn't have that. So they literally just cut it and hemmed it over, which gives you this like pooching out look right here. Also, just the stitch quality in the skirt, it's kind of like this all over. And the slip layer has just been serged off, and it's not a pretty baby hem, like a serged rolled hem that we sometimes see in bridal. It's not. This is just like your ready to wear serged edge that you see in just regular clothing. Nothing about this says formal wear at all with that one. So that's that one. Let me know in the comments if you think that this one is going to be a keeper, if the bride wants us to fix it up, or if you think it's a toss. Now, any of these that we toss, we don't truly ever toss things. Usually, if a bride doesn't want a dress, she either takes it with her and does whatever she wants with it, or I'll donate it to a Goodwill, or I'll leave it here for a bride in need. So that's probably the fate of 2 of these dresses. We're gonna come up with some type of usefulness for them. All right, let's move on to this one. There is so much to be said about this dress. In some ways, it's really okay for what was paid for it. And I feel like some of these issues could just be steamed or pressed out. Honestly, the biggest problem with this dress, and I'll show you on the screen, is it's so different from what was advertised, which sadly we do see from time to time. So the back of this is not illusion as advertised, and it's kind of funny. In the pictures that they have to advertise this, they show some of the pictures have a zipper and some of them have the corset back. But this is it's almost like a yellow. It's not a pretty ivory at all. And they even specified on their listing to select ivory to get this color, and it's yellow. The other problem that was not as advertised is this lace is a very simplistic lace trim that they just put straight down the arms, and it's honestly not very pretty on, and it does not look like the picture. The picture had a little bit more of a prettier, more ornate look to the lace. So yeah, I think that's the main issues with this, is just the color is really wrong. It's not the illusion bodice, and the lace is not designed as pretty as it was advertised. Other than that, most of the stuff like we could correct with basic alterations. Oh, I did want to show you the stitch quality isn't that great either. It's pretty like choppy looking the way this was sewn. The stitches are really long and open. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but not super high quality tension on those stitches there. So that's that one. Do you think she's a keeper? This one seemed like a good idea at the time. Oh goodness, how do I even start with this? I guess I'm just gonna go bit by bit and tell you what is kind of off for what we would normally see in a higher quality dress. Okay, so we do have strings hanging. We have the lace that was sewn right into the seam, so you see the impressions of the lace behind the fabric. That would absolutely have to be fixed. These cups are just faux cups. There's no underwires at all. The boning is not supportive, as you can tell. I'm not even sure what kind of boning is in there. I guess we can crack it open and see. Again, we have our friend, the gathers here. Again, this should be cut on the circle. And we have just raw serged edges here. So typically what you would see is you would see this outer fabric and then it would be lined. And when it's meant to break open like this dramatically, it would be lined with the same shell fabric. Whatever they have on the outside, typically they would do something just as beautiful on the inside if it was a high quality dress. And both sides would have the finished side out So when you open this, this would be the finished side. And when you look at it from the outside, this would be the finished side. So in a higher quality dress, you wouldn't have this serging or even the seam showing at all. The lace quality is just a very low quality lace. And then, oh my goodness, look at this. This is so very sad. So look at the quality of the hem. They just serged it and just sewed it as crooked as could be. It's so very sad. It's just serged, and it's actually like double serged and sewn together. So it's pretty tacky looking. This looks like, to me, I can't say exactly what they did because clearly I was not there. But to me, it looks like maybe they had a pattern of a dress that was a strapless dress, and they wanted to make it a sleeved dress, and so they just like added this extra piece to build it up to where the sleeve would start. This is very sus. We don't ever see this. This is not normal, okay? Okay, and then let's look at the back of this. This is where things get particularly heartbreaking. This just looks so bad. It looks like pajamas from the 1960s. Not a wedding dress. We don't have a lot of balance in the way that the lace is placed back here. We don't always have to have symmetry, but we do like to have balance. There's not much else to say about this. So again, we've got like serged edges that's popping up behind this illusion and just inappropriate support. All right, now that you guys have seen all the details of all three, let me know in the comments which one you think we're gonna remake. And I'm gonna show you what I'll do to salvage the dress. This is the one that we are going to fix. It's gonna be beautiful, okay? I'll tell you step by step. I'm gonna take it out, I'm gonna do my things, and I'm gonna bring it back and put it on a dress form and let you see how she's gonna look. And you gotta tell me what you think of it. But yeah, she's getting cups, she's getting boning, and she's getting better lace sewn here. Instead of all of her hem edges just falling flat, she's going to have one of these layers is gonna have a horsehair braid edge. I'll show you what that looks like. It's gonna be so much better. Let's get to the sewing room. Part of our celebration, we just hit 100K. And if you want to be a part of this super positive, fun sewing community, make sure you hit subscribe so you're in that number as well. Okay, so I've removed the skirt from the top, and look at the quality of the sewing. It's no wonder it was so crooked. Oh, it looks like it was cut crooked, but it was also sewn crooked. I'm gonna go ahead and add the boning in here. And the other thing that I need to do that I didn't mention in the other room is, because we are changing the lace of the skirt and making it a higher quality lace, we need to integrate that into the top. So we're going to take some larger pieces of lace that match the skirt, and we're going to applique them on here and make it look very, very pretty. Guys, something inspirational is happening. So I mentioned that we're going to be adding boning to this dress, but there's something else we're going to be doing. You definitely want to stick around to see the final results of this dress, because we're getting ready to do something with these, and you're not going to want to miss the end result. Now for the moment of truth. I haven't finished the back yet though, just to be fully transparent. But who's judging? Better not be you. Excuse the rain. It started to rain and it sounds lovely. I hope you like it. I love the sound of rain. But here we are. So what I did was I took a damaged wedding gown that I had and I used the skirt of it. Isn't that just gorgeous? Ugh. I used the skirt of it, and then I also harvested some of the lace off of it to add to the bodice. We put in some underwires here, and we made sure that the lace kind of covers the seam here. But here's what the cups look like now, and they have all that boning, and we sewed right through the boning so that you would get this nice rigid look in different places. This dress is also a little bit big for the dress form, so it's really hard to get it on here, right? Wow, isn't she much improved? So beautiful. I'm really happy with this. Let me know what you would have done. Now, to answer any money questions, would she have been better off just to buy another dress for how much it would cost to do all of this work? Yes, indeed she would. She would be better off.